Hi, this is Becky Schultz. I'm with Equipment Today magazine, and I'm here today with Melker Jernberg. He is the president of Volvo Construction Equipment, and we are here on behalf of the Volvo Ocean Race Import event in Newport, Rhode Island. Over the last couple of days, we've heard a lot about technology, and I'd like to talk a little bit with you about the technology, both from what we've heard this over the last couple of days, but also in a broader sense, and how that impacts construction contractors and other firms that are involved in the construction industry.
Yeah.
Melker, what do you see as some of the biggest challenges that the construction industry is facing today, and what do you feel are some of the technology solutions that are going to help solve those problems?
I think you can take it from a product technology perspective, but you can also take it from a life perspective, and of course the aim for us is to be a big part of making the world and the planet a better place to be. And if you start there, then it's more easy to work hard as an employee for Volvo, good dialogue with other stakeholders and the customers. So I think that should be the starting point from a mindset perspective, so to say. And then of course the new technologies can help a lot to solve different specific issues that we have. But you should not forget about what we from time to time call old technology, because we still put a lot of efforts into develop our portfolio from a product perspective and a service perspective today, also in a very high speed and big effort. So when it comes to fuel efficiency and uptimes, and so it's the performance for our customers in the end that is the starting point for solving also the future problems or future opportunities. And then of course we combine this mindset also with new development on new technologies. And as you said, yesterday together the focus has been a lot to look into the different projects that we have with electric site and how to connect machines, but also how to utilize it from a safety perspective, productivity perspective, and the total solution, so to say. So I think electrification, connectivity, automation, or drive without drivers will be part of these solutions in different steps. That's my view of it. Yeah.
Okay. So looking specifically at connectivity, there have been a lot of advances in telematics systems and data capture from the machines. Volvo introduced Active Care Direct about a year ago, and you were talking more about it over the last couple of days. Can you talk a little bit about where the technology has come from and where it's going in the near future?
I think, as you said, connectivity, it's here already today. So there it's more a question of how can you use it in a very good way. And we can take these two examples. You said the Active Care. Of course, that is it's an uptime question. How do we help our customers to not have a breakdown or a non-efficient productive time? And that is the good part with that, is that it's a learning system. It's a learning system for human beings in our company and in the chain with our customers. But it's also a learning system from a system perspective. So using the data will help us to become better and better and better just by using it. But also the connectivity question when we talked about the product, the new and the old products. If you look today, we have our infrastructure in the machines, the co-pilot, and already today we have the dig assist, the haul assist, the load assist, the pave assist, and the compact assist. And that is not a fixed system. Today it's some functionalities in these systems, but we are constantly adding features also to this. So if you look, old products and the future products, this is something that is already there today and develops in the product portfolio and the product platforms that we have today. So it's a good example of using the new technologies already today.
Absolutely. In terms of the advanced technologies that we have talked about, we've talked about the use of remote control, autonomous vehicles, electrification, hybrid electric machines. What, in your opinion, do you see as offering the greatest potential to produce disruptive transformation, kind of the buzzword out there right now, within the construction industry? What do you think has the biggest potential out there?
I think it's not like one answer in all different segments, all different customers, all different markets and geographies. It's like geographies. It's like when we are doing a kind of research project, then we try to look for everything. But then in a one-to-one discussion with the customer, then of course we pick bits and pieces. And also on a machine level, for example, the EX2, the small fully electric excavator with electrical motor and also electrical actuators for of course one solution can be that we use the electrical motor but still the hydraulics. And we know also that some customers say the electrification is so important for me because of, but then we meet another customer and say, yes, that's fine, but for me, the real priority is that we can have some assist system or autonomous vehicle because. So I think that is this open up the solution thinking together with the customers in a much broader way. So then it's just to handle it.
Right. Earlier today, you mentioned a modular system approach. Can you talk a little bit about that and how you're able to customize these solutions or envision customizing them?
Yeah. So if we take the product portfolio we have today, then of course, if you do the modular system, as we call the cost system, in a very good way, then of course we can handle the customer demands both from a market and portfolio perspective in a very good and efficient way. But when we are looking into the new technologies, we use the same mindset, both when it comes to the component on batteries, for example, or electrical motors, or what have you, but also in the thinking when it comes to the software and so on. So you can use the same mindset also to be able to combine this in the future. So.
Okay, excellent. Can you talk a little bit, we heard also this morning about the perspective of the operator and the service technicians. There are going to be some unique challenges that go along with advanced technologies in terms of education and just helping people on a much broader level to accept new technology, because the construction industry historically has not been as accepting of new technologies as some industries have been. Can you talk a bit about that?
I think if we just look today, we our dealers, our customers use our simulators a lot for training, education, but also for onboarding new operators to quickly come up to a decent level of operate. So using that kind of technology is already there today. But then of course you're thinking about what will the roles be going forward when we look many years ahead. But I think the good part is that the human beings, the companies, organizations are extremely good to adapt to new environments. So of course there will be a change in some areas for service technicians, for operators, etc. But when it comes to the total need of competence and total need of people, that will just change a little bit. But I think the history have shown that we are extremely good in handling this kind of changes. But of course we start to train and talk about this already now inside our company and also with our dealer network, because this will be a change.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looking at a different perspective altogether. Volvo is heavily involved in promoting sustainability initiatives, not just within their company, but globally. What do you see specifically as being some of the biggest hurdles for that to be an accepted part of construction, the construction industry itself, and construction operations?
I think you need to decide what kind of company, what kind of person you would like to be,
Mm-hmm.
and we've decided that we should not only be a good company for customers and a good citizen, so say. We also would like to drive this, because if we don't have the higher purpose of building something great in the future for the globe and for the planet, then everything else will become a little bit not so important, so to say. So of course that's a mindset that I'm really proud of being a part of, and I also know our employees and our dealer network, it's really helping us to perform better in the day-to-day business. So it's more to decide where do you want to be in this, because we need to change in construction. Equipment business and community also need to change, and we would like to be in the forefront of that. So it's it's our view of it.
How does the technology that you're exploring today fit into that whole perspective of sustainability initiatives?
I think first of all we talked about the product portfolio, and of course there we today in the today business, today product development, we launch new products all the time, and I mean this year, last year, and it will come next year.
Great.
And there we see a clear efficiency improvement in every generation.
Okay.
When it comes to efficiency of the machine, the fuel consumption, etc. But it's also very, very much linked to the service part and the relation part of it, because the uptime issue. So if we can use the new technologies and in this case the connectivity to have a more efficient system, then of course it's I mean then it's a bigger pie to share for all the stakeholders into this, even if it's customer productivity bottom line, or if it's the sustainability thing that we need to share. So I think it's very, very, very linked here.
Okay, excellent. And speaking of sustainability, the Volvo Ocean Race has a higher perspective, I think, in your mind than just being a race around the world in the yachts. Can you talk about what the Volvo Ocean Race means to Volvo, what you hope that you can convey that it means to your dealers and customers? Can you talk a little bit about that, since we're here for that specifically?
Yeah, it's I mean it's a good platform to have the right discussions, and of course it's a big lot of different challenges that we have on the planet for the moment, and with this our aim is to we address it. We say that we are a big part of trying to solve some challenges that we have, but it's also a platform of coming together and discuss the future a little bit. So it's a platform, you can say.
Absolutely. And really, I think that kind of sums things up well in terms of why we're here. Is there anything else that you would care to convey to our audience regarding what we've discussed over the last couple of days, or specifically about the Volvo Ocean Race?
I think we didn't discuss the business so much, I mean the business climate so on, but maybe just to mention a little bit, because now we can see right now that it's a good point in the business cycle a little bit, and we see growth in all different regions at the same time, and of course that put a little bit pressure on the supply chain system and lead times, etc. But I think from a Volvo perspective, I think we have used this uptick in a very, very good way, also to be more efficient as a company, which is linked, of course, to how we use resources also from a sustainability perspective. So launching new products, being efficient in the supply chain, helping our customers to be productive out there. That is what helps us to develop the world right now. So we can not only talk about what will come next. You need to be good later. You need to be good now. So that's I'm glad to see that development in the company, but also for our customers for the moment. So.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Well, Melker, thank you so much for spending some time with me today.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you giving us a few moments and enjoy the race.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.